I'm about to reveal an approach to woodworking that's surprisingly simple and works for anyone at any skill level. These are the exact tips that thousands of students, including myself, have used to build thousands of stunning projects like master craftsmen. First, you absolutely need to know, actually this is going to surprise you, I'm going to share with you the number one mistake that most woodworkers make when starting on their project, and it has nothing to do with technical skills. The most common mistake is not properly planning ahead. If you don't plan ahead, you will end up making 3 or 4 trips to your local store because you didn't spend the time to think through all the steps and get all the right tools and materials. The best way to avoid wasting time and money at the start of your project is to obtain a complete materials and cutting list. It's like grocery shopping on the eve of a party without a grocery list. You definitely want to avoid that. With a complete list, you'll save time, money, and spend less time fretting, more time building. Now, you must also avoid rushing your work. If you do, you are going to end up with ruined projects and many wasted hours. So here's what I want you to do. Measure twice, cut once. Incorrect measuring might mean you have to do everything all over again. And don't forget that if you cut a piece too short, you've ruined it forever. Now, if you really need to, you can buy some extra lumber for backup. There is a saying that goes, cut to size, pound to fit, paint to match. However, that's not what I want for you. So save yourself money, another trip to the store, and double-check everything before switching to real work. Just imagine how effortlessly your project would be completed at a fraction of the time it would normally take you just by having proper planning and a complete material and cutting list. Now it's time for my most important tip. I call this the 5-element principle, and this tip will allow you to build and complete projects the easier and faster way while saving money. Let me tell you, if you use a plan that doesn't include these 5 elements, you would waste time and money and might not even complete what you started. So really pay attention. There is nothing more empowering to get woodworking projects done quickly, inexpensively, and with professional results every time. Here are the 5 specific elements every plan must include. A complete material, cut, and tools list. It must provide the amount of lumber needed, the cutting dimensions, as well as every tool and item needed to build the project. Detailed, hold-you-by-your-hand instructions that guide you from start to finish, so you'll never be left guessing on what to do next. 3-dimensional diagrams of each step, including the finished project and exploded views so no detail is left out. High-quality photos or videos. These are important visual elements that walk you through a project step by step. Time and difficulty. By knowing how much time a project will take to complete, as well as the difficulty level, you can evaluate if the project is suited to your needs and skill. Once you have a 5-element plan, it would be like having a master craftsman by your side, guiding you through the entire project. And get this, I'm going to give you, at the end of this video, access to the secret archive of plans. Plans containing all 5 elements for thousands of projects you can ever dream of. Imagine having instant access to detailed, step-by-step woodworking plans for thousands of projects to build anything from wood quickly, effortlessly, and with the finesse of a master craftsman, without expensive tools, a huge workshop, or years of training. And one of the most awesome things about this is the fact that tomorrow you would be able to walk into your local store and spot an item or a furniture, knowing that you have the plans that will empower you to build the exact project at the fraction of the cost you would have to pay. Isn't that a fantastic feeling? Okay, that was a lot to cover, and you may be feeling a bit overwhelmed, and that's okay. Basically, this means you have 2 choices on where you go from here. Choice 1, go at your project alone and make do with plans you can find. And who knows, you may roll the dice and get your project complete. And if you're lucky, you won't waste more time and money than you should. It's fine if you want to do this. Most people do. Then again, most people give up and spend about 4 to 5 times what they should. Or there's choice 2, the savvy choice. This is the quickest, easiest, and smartest way to build the project you desire. Let me do the work for you. And, I already have. Why start from scratch and try to reinvent the wheel when I have the exact step-by-step blueprint for almost any woodworking project you can think of? Plans that have been used for years to build thousands of dazzling projects easily without fancy woodworking skills or high-dollar tools. Here's what thousands of woodworkers decide to do. It's called Ted's Woodworking, the only woodworking resource with over 16,000 step-by-step, done-for-you plans that allows you the freedom to build anything out of wood easily and in the shortest time. I'm Ted McGrath, and my number one passion is woodworking. In fact, I've dedicated my entire life to it. With Ted's Woodworking, you can start your next project with a selection of 16,000 plans, even if you do not have expensive tools, a huge shop, or even formal training. These are done-for-you plans with step-by-step blueprints and easy-to-follow instructions. I have spent decades building thousands of projects and drafting plans, all to come up with this incredible collection. Ted's Woodworking is the direct result of years of my work, a personal vault of over 16,000 plans and blueprints. And now, starting today, you'll have access to the entire collection of plans. The 16,000 projects are now yours to replicate, and that means having the freedom to build anything you want, allowing you to complete projects like master craftsmen quicker and far easier than you've ever dreamed possible. Now, before we go any further, I need to come clean. If you'd rather shell out money to buy furniture at big-name stores, you know what I mean, and let's just be honest, most of them are rather plain-looking and ridiculously overpriced, then you need to leave this page right now. This is for folks who have a passion for woodworking and have the desire to tell a story with their hands. Remember, nothing worth having was ever achieved without effort, but my plans makes woodworking as easy as can be. So if you really want to build anything you want out of wood, from small crafts to large furniture, effortlessly, like the professionals, in the shortest time possible with thousands of step-by-step plans, then Ted's Woodworking isn't just a solution for you, it's the only solution for you. Mike says, Ted, I just want to thank you for making my passion for woodworking come back to life. The amount of plans here is simply astounding. It's going to keep me occupied for many years. Patrick says, these plans will set a new standard in the field. I've bought many woodworking plans in the past, and this collection is clearly the best there is on the market in every aspect.